On a quiet roadside where most people would simply pass by, a tiny orange kitten was lying alone. Weak, scared, and almost forgotten. He was so small, so fragile, with no mother beside him and no safe place to hide from the world. The open fields around him felt endless, but for this little life, every second alone was a fight to survive. When the rescuer came closer, the kitten tried to move, but his tiny body was tired and helpless. His fur was dirty, his little legs were unsteady, and his eyes carried the fear of a baby who had waited too long. A gentle hand reached out, not to hurt him, but to tell him, maybe for the first time, "You are safe now." At the clinic, the rescuers carefully checked his tiny body, trying to understand how much pain he had been hiding. He was frightened, but he didn't fight. Deep down, maybe he knew these hands were different. Every touch was soft. Every movement was careful. For a kitten this small, kindness had to be gentle. The medicine was prepared, and the rescuers began the first steps to bring strength back into his fragile body. He was held close, wrapped in warmth, while the team cleaned him and cared for every little wound. This was not just treatment. It was the beginning of a new life he never knew was possible. Inside the warm cage, the little kitten finally had something he had been missing for so long. Safety. His eyes slowly closed. Maybe it was the first peaceful rest he had had since being left alone outside. Under the warm light, his tiny body began to relax, as if hope was slowly returning with every breath. The rescuers kept preparing his medicine, knowing that saving him would take patience, care, and love. One small dose at a time, they gave him the chance to keep fighting. Behind the cage door, he watched the world quietly, still unsure if this kindness was real. But he was no longer on the roadside. He was no longer invisible. For the first time, someone stayed beside him. The night was dark around him, but inside that little cage, warmth and care surrounded him. Then came the first signs of life returning. He stood up, tiny and weak, but determined. He explored slowly, sniffing the soft carpet beneath his paws like he had discovered a whole new world. His body was still thin, but his spirit was waking up. When a hand reached toward him, he did not run away as fast as before. He was learning that human hands could bring food, warmth, and comfort. A small meal was offered to him, and he began to eat, slowly trusting the people who saved him. Every bite was more than food. It was strength. It was hope. It was another chance at life. His little eyes looked brighter now, as if the fear inside him was beginning to fade. He came closer, curious and gentle, no longer just surviving, but starting to live. The rescuer's lap became a safe place, a place where this tiny soul could finally feel protected. For a kitten who once had nothing, even a soft blanket and a kind touch meant everything. He still hid sometimes, because fear does not disappear in one day. But each time he came out again, it proved his little heart was learning to trust. The rescuers kept feeding him, kept watching him, kept loving him through every small step. His tiny body was slowly gaining strength, and his once lonely eyes began to show life again. He walked across the soft carpet, a little clumsy, but brave in his own beautiful way. Sometimes he climbed onto the rescuer's leg, searching for warmth, comfort, and a place to belong. The kitten who once lay helpless on the road was now reaching out for love. He followed the people around the room, as if afraid that kindness might leave him again. But this time, no one was leaving. This time, he had a home to heal in. He wandered through the house, learning every corner, every sound, every sign of safety. A few days ago, he had nothing. Now he had warm floors, soft beds, and people watching over him. He still looked small in such a big world, but he was no longer alone inside it. Step by step, his confidence grew. He explored under tables, beside cabinets, and around the room like a little survivor discovering freedom. His tail lifted higher now, a tiny sign that his spirit was coming back. Every small movement told the same story. He wanted to live. Then came the soft bed, the toys and the comfort every rescued baby deserves. He climbed into the basket, no longer lying on cold ground, but resting in a place made for him. His face had changed. The sadness was still there, but hope was finally shining through. When he looked into the camera, it felt like he was saying thank you without making a sound. He played with gentle hands, curious and brave, slowly becoming the kitten he was always meant to be. The road could have been the end of his story, but love found him just in time. Now he walks with more strength, surrounded by warmth, care, and the people who refuse to give up on him. One tiny kitten, one act of kindness, and a life that was saved forever.